welcome back to Much Crew.
Yeah, we are back. Oh my goodness. It's been such a great week. We had a great interview with Taylor last week. She is just salt of the earth, such a pure soul. I'm so happy we got her on. And also learned all the little backstory to everything, ins and outs that we never get to see on Southern Charm. So I felt like that was super fun.
I felt like we knew it. I knew that Sally was going to be the one she didn't want to go, be happy to never see again. Yes. I knew it was knew it, caught it. She's such a pure, sweet angel.
And she loves the apple pie moonshine.
She did. It's hard not to like it. Anything for Georgia is great.
As we can see, you as well.
Hello.
This is not a news story from the week, but everyone I know is on Ozempic.
Literally everyone in the mamas and a grandmas.
And I was speaking to one of our friends this week being like, I put on 10 pounds. I'm trying to lose it.
Girl, you live in 2025. Get you some Ozempic.
Yes. She was like, I have Ozempic here for you. And I'm like, no, I tried it that one day, felt nauseous. And it's just not for me. And so I'm going down the age-old route of exercising, eating healthy, because and I also think it's the main reason I've never done drugs before is because I feel like I would be that person that, stayed on the Ozempic and died or went blind or all the others.
It is insane, all the things. And you know me, I'm like a little woo-woo holistic girly pop over here. So I'm like, why would you ever do that? I'm like, I tell everyone, I'm like, do you want to lose weight the healthy way? Stop drinking all your sodas, energy drinks, get rid of there's 3 things that I tell people: dairy, gluten, and processed sugar. Now, dairy, if it's pure, real, raw milk, your raw cheese, that'll be fine, but in little doses of it. But processed sugar and sodas and processed meat, get it out and you will lose weight.
You would be proud of me. I went out this morning at 7 a.m. with my little weighted vest and was walking around the streets.
I'm getting
I just feel it's different. I have always fluctuated in weight. I think playing sports as a teen, then playing college sports, I always had a trainer that we had to be in the gym. We had to be doing the 5-mile runs and then you come off of that. And then I was coaching field hockey, so I was still working out with them. And then you just leave all of that. Mm-hmm. And it's for 10 plus years, I've had that routine of having to work out and doing that. And then you go into a place where it's oh, I don't have to do that. So I'm just going to sit out, Netflix and chill.
And we do live in a world now that's instant gratification. And so it's really hard, I feel like, to not get sucked into oh, I just want to lose 10 pounds. That is not why Ozempic was made, man. Yeah. Are you obese and a diabetic?
But do not know everyone is on it.
Yeah, literally. I mean, even we have small friends. They're oh, I'm just going to take it for 1 dose, 1 round. I just want to lose 5 pounds. I'm don't drink cocktails when you go out this weekend. Easy as that.
See, that's the thing. The people don't want to give up the comforts. But I definitely feel I've always been an emotional eater. So I think when I have high levels of my job is crazy or just stress,
that's hard.
That's when, I just don't look after myself because everything else becomes that priority. So you end up and for me, obviously you don't put on weight easy.
I'm the opposite though. When I get stressed out, I don't eat. I'm just
I wish I was that. I wish.
My mom says the same thing. My mom's I'd
be 90 pounds.
Full house. And I'm my mom's well, when did you eat last night? I don't know. When I was going through everything with my dad, I don't know. And she's you have to eat.
See, I think that's different. When I've had a breakup or when my dad passed away, I couldn't eat. I was just so physically sick to my stomach that I just was crying, nonstop crying. Yeah. Whereas stress emotional eating, that's more I have so much on my mind, I have so much going on, so instead of dealing with all of that, I'm just oh, I'm gonna go eat this little biscuit over here with my cup of tea.
Yeah, no, I just stress out and then I'm
And I want to pull up on this to show my picture of me in the blue dress because that was only a year and a half ago. Do you know which one I'm talking
Yes,
about?
yes, yes.
A year and a half ago. Well, two things we can point out on that. One, I look completely different with hair and makeup. And
Absolutely.
two, I look completely different 10 pounds lighter.
I think it's more or less the hair and makeup. Like
But there's
look at
no,
celebrities or
I know.
people who weren't even that famous and then they became famous like in the next year. It's like,
Yeah.
excuse me, they just know like their hair and makeup is just
Yeah.
done.
Because I'm like, there's no filter. It's literally just getting hair and makeup done. Like, no wonder these celebrities look amazing.
Well, we have also an injector here who's phenomenal, amazing. And she has people come to her with like their face app and was like, I want to look like this. And she turns them into that. So we also live in that age too.
You're going to see me in a couple of weeks. You're going to be like, what happened to
Gina?
What happened to Jillian?
Who is this?
But that's what's been in the headlines. Is Kris Jenner looks
phenomenal. A mini Kim. Get it, grandma.
She looks incredible. Everyone's like, who's the doctor? Who's the plastic surgeon? And actually, they just told, like, it's a guy in New York City.
Do they, like, cut you here? Like, how do they, like...
I have no idea, but...
Take off 15, 20 years.
I
needed that just for my forehead.
No, she looks insane for 69 years old.
69.
Yes.
That is insane.
Yes.
Well, whatever she's eating, drinking, doing,
well,
put it up. Do you think it's just all?
Well, it's that, but obviously she just had this surgery done. Do
you think that that's it, though? It's just a facelift, you think?
No, I mean, I don't know. Like, the news didn't really give me too much. I mean, there's all those injectors and plastic surgeons that go on TikTok and Instagram now that'll, like, put up the face and then say everything that's been done.
The minute I start getting rich, watch out, okay? Coming through.
You're not going to be able to recognize us.
No.
Well, one of the things that one of them said was about the bluff, which both of us want to get done.
I'm like talking to Jillian. I'm like, is it a blimp? A bliff? What is that surgery that puts your eyelids?
I'm like, I would look completely different. I've had hooded eyelids from when I was born.
Yeah, same.
And people are like, that's not true. I'm like, I have seen pictures from when I was a little kid and I have a hooded. And when I look at pictures of my dad, it's from him because my mom has big open eyes.
Yeah, same.
And my dad didn't have that. And so I got those eyes. So it's like, there's nothing I can do.
I'm like, and I have really good big eyes, but it's like, they would be fabulous.
Yeah.
Pick these things
just
off.
Pick them up.
Like,
so there's people that have said, oh, if you just tape them up. I'm like, I don't believe.
Give me the $5,000 surgery.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So are we going to go in as like
Bestie
Blephs?
What are they called?
Bluff.
Bluff.
Bluff Ross.
They need to call them blimps. Like a big old blimp over my eye. Blephs.
Put that blimp off.
It does sound more like going to get a bluff surgery.
But supposedly it's only a week recovery.
Yeah, there's this girl I follow on Instagram and she bruises really easily and she was like, I'm very surprised. Like my bruising actually wasn't even bad compared to what she had seen. And she's like, it's great.
100% to do this.
Let's document it, do it.
In? If anyone wants to give to our Bestie Blimp, please.
Blimp.
Surgery. We'll round it up.
Only a mere 10,000. Let's start it.
We got it. People will want to do these GoFundMes.
I know. Go fund us, please. I will tell you every detail of it. And I feel like Charleston's plastic surgeons here, they have to be really good because, man.
Yeah, everyone has been like talking specifically about what, I mean, I've done the research because I'm like, I need this done.
I think the one girl, she got it done in like Texas and she said it was $4,000.
Texas.
So it's for us to
we can go.
and find out.
We have like a 1 week recovery. We can just like stay in Charleston by like
Yeah.
a beach and we can like vlog it. So the
Vlog
too
away.
much crew can be alongside us
Yes.
as we're doing.
This is what it would look
We
like.
will inspire many with it, I
I
feel
feel like
like. It's one of those things where it completely changes your face.
your whole
Yeah.
facial, like the
Like, can
everything.
you imagine?
I can. Hot girl summer. If we hurry up and get it done now. Immediate funds needed. Your big old titties and your blimps done.
This is the only time I'm actually gonna get the boobs out. I'll get the boobs out just to get this.
We'll do it. We're ready for
Whatever it takes. I didn't want the beads in Mexico. I just wanted it.
now. That's why I'm like, I don't want those like overdone lips. I don't want any of that done. I like my nose.
I did not know that people can get like an implant in their lips.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
I have very tiny lips.
I do too, but we put a little bit in.
Yeah,
Maybe
I need to do that.
This little baby bit. And now I
They
feel
look
like
great.
I feel like now they're proportioned to my
proportionate.
small body. Like I'm
Yes.
still small, so I'm not gonna like.
No, it doesn't. But I've seen people that have like an implant. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, are you sure it's just they got too much filler and they need to dissolve it? And
No, wait, you know the person. No, it's like a.
it's not an implant. She doesn't have an implant.
It's I don't know what that is.
It's when you have filler and you want to keep doing it. Filler doesn't go away, so you have to dissolve it. But it's really painful, from what I heard. So you have to, like, people who do it, they build it up, they dissolve it, build it back up. It's like a process that you have to do. But she doesn't want to be without her dick sucking lips and her DSLs, and so she won't dissolve it. But so that's why you have to dissolve it. It'll just keep migrating and it goes up and it looks like you have a implant.
Oh, I thought it was like an actual procedure that people.
No, you've just taken too much filler into your little lips and it has to move somewhere when you're putting it in.
But that's crazy because it's like you would think injectors would be like, no.
Well, I'm sure good injectors probably. Like my injector, Leslie, I was like, I want like maybe half a syringe. And she's like, I'm not doing a half a syringe. No, you're too small. Your lips are too small. It'll look bad. I'm like, okay, well, I trust you. And I'm glad that she only hit, I don't know, a third.
Yeah. No, yours look amazing. Today, you know how you guys stopped and got us our local Lodi?
Yeah.
And you said
Lodi. I say Lodi.
When you went and pulled up to get that coffee, what did they say?
I don't think they say anything. I just think they're like,
welcome
hi.
to.
No, they don't say that. They're not cheesy. Welcome to Starbucks. Can I take your order? No. They're like, hey, what can I get you? I don't think they say their name. I have to ask them.
I was thinking about it because you know that my first ever TV job was when I was in college. My cousin's a TV producer in New York City, and I wanted to do, summer internship. And the first ever things I worked on were Dunkin' Donuts commercials. And so I feel like, I know you don't even like coffee. I had such a bond to Dunkin' Donuts because the fact that was my first ever TV
gig.
My dad used to love Dunkin' Donuts. Like, it's the only place he would ever have a coffee from. But that first job, I remember going into the city because we lived in, I say upstate New York, but it was Rhinebeck, Red Hook area in New York. And I was staying in the city, and my dad just kept saying to me, like, you better like not let us down. This is your first kind of job. And my cousin was, being nice and helping, me in my TV career. So I was like, you better not sit down that whole time that you're there.
No,
I think I was the best worker they've ever had.
Absolutely.
I was mopping
You're the best worker now, Julia.
I was like mopping floors, doing all of the things because my dad was like in my ear being like, you better not sit down. Like, if there's something to do, you will find it. So make sure you do. But the commercials it was the first ones that Zach Braff, his first like director debut. Do you remember Zach Braff?
No.
From Scrubs. He was the actor in Scrubs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
and Garden State.
Yep.
So he was directing these Dunkin' Donuts commercials with
Okay.
celebrities. So Pink's husband, Corey Hart, was one of
Yep,
them.
yep.
And it was, he had to, I was
Motorcycle.
specifically on this. Yeah, he went through like a big open flame, like doing it. But that was, so now I'm like, when I drink other coffee from places, like, am I betraying
Am
Dunkin'
I
Donuts?
betraying you because you got my
Yeah,
start?
you gave me my start in TV.
Was
This
it
is
you
mine.
who was also telling me because of my very holistic? Were you the ones who are like, everything else is probably trash there, but their sprinkles are dye free?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Someone was telling me, someone that they knew was in charge of the sprinkles or whatever, and they were very healthy people. And so all of the sprinkles at Dunkin' Donuts are dye free.
Well, that's great to know. When my dad, this is the one thing, he was such a stubborn Irishman when he had stage 4 cancer and he was, we were trying to get him to eat super healthy and
like,
do all the things. He was like listening and doing most of it except the Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
I don't even think I've ever even had Dunkin'
Well,
Donuts.
you're not a
but
big coffee
I
drinker,
don't.
so yeah, it's more my thing
In my
rather than
20s, when I first moved here, it was across this street with the Dunkin', but it wasn't like a major highway because we like the neighborhood. And so you literally could just walk across the street to Dunkin' Donuts and Bojangles. So everyone at the end of the night would crash at our place because they're like, we can wake up in the morning and get Bojangles or Dunkin' Donuts and then head back.
that is a huge plus if
Yeah.
you're hungover. You're
Yeah.
like, is there food in the vicinity?
Mhm.
That's what I loved about New York City.
It's right there.
Well, New York City, you can get any food delivered to you at any time of day.
Yes.
We had
When
bagels and coffees delivered to the door.
I think the first time I ever went to, I think I went to Vegas before I went to New York in my like 20s. I want to say it was Vegas. And I was like, I can get 5-star like sushi right now. You're like,
What?
And they're like, yeah, where are you from? I'm like, the East Coast. And they're like, New
No.
York is like this too. I'm like,
You're like, oh, actually, I'm
no.
East Southern.
East Southern. I cannot get 5-course.
And Georgia, Vegas is just another, it's wild out there.
I had a good time. We literally partied until we would party until like 7 o'clock in the morning, 6, 7, and I don't do drugs at all. So like some of the people were doing drugs, staying up. And I'm like, this is so much fun. I love partying.
No, do you know what they do? Because that's what I was wondering. Every time I go to Vegas, I have this different type of energy.
What do you think they're like pumping out? Like, what do you think?
Oxygen into the casinos and hotels. Yes.
Uh,
So you stay awake.
I literally was like not tired at all, and I wasn't doing no drugs.
That is why I felt the same way. I'm like, when I'm in Vegas, I have this like unparalleled energy where it's like I'm out till whatever hours and then up and ready to go again. I was always like, what is that? And they were like, oh, they pump oxygen into the
Smart.
So people are staying
Steady,
up, partying,
staying, and spending
gambling,
money.
spending that money.
Smart.
Yes. Very,
And I
very
get
smart.
a permanent oxygen going in like my house and stuff. I like that.
Please do. It's in here. Wake us up.
Shot.
No more actually, that apple pie
It was-
moonshine was not bad. That, honestly, I can't even think the last time I did a shot. And then that is the first one in a long time. And it tasted quite well. There's no way I wanted to do tequila, though. No.
Feels great. I'm ready.
You do tequila most weekends.
I love tequila.
You do tequila shot most
That's
weekends.
what I call it. I'm like, tequila. But I love it so much.
I feel like if I was with you in college, it would have been real bad.
Fun time. Fun time. That's all I know.
It's so funny because college in Ireland, like everyone's 18. So, and the drinking age is 18.
Yeah.
So people are just out at the bars drinking and
It's more of like a
doing all
pub
that. It's more of a pub
yeah.
scene. So I never felt like I had the American college experience, I mean, I'm happy to go back and try it.
Yeah.
But I didn't have that same, sororities and
I did. I was at 85.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't have sororities there.
Forever.
I'm surprised you were in a sorority
Well,
because you don't
I
follow
was there
rules.
for a stint at a time and had fun with it. I think my whole thing was I got there and I was like, well, I don't want to do sports and stuff anymore. Like that's my life was just sports, and I'm like, all I'm seeing all these people rushing and drinking and partying, and I'm like,
That's what I want to do.
I think that's the life I think I want. But I did it for like a few years with one of my best friends. And when I swapped colleges, I didn't go into that next chapter because I'm like, I really like I don't do well with people telling me what to
Yeah, that
do.
hazing period, I just want to have ever done it. And
Yeah.
it's so interesting because there's 4 of us in my family, kids. Not one of my siblings
Rushed or
did rushed. None of them tried out for it. Do you call it a tryout?
yeah, I mean, I don't think they turn down anyone because it's money. You know, like if you didn't go to a chapter meeting, you got billed $75.
What?
Yeah, you had to go to every single chapter meeting, and if you didn't go, they billed, and they didn't bill you. They got your parents like debit cards and stuff. So then they would bill your parents. So your parents are like my mom and dad because if there was a fun like if something more fun was going on,
You're like, bye.
that one, you know. And so my mom and dad would be like, "What the hell? Then you're going to quit? Like we're not constantly going to get billed for $75." I'm like, "I'll go next week. I'll go next week." I'm like, "Well, they didn't do anything for
You're
me."
like, just drop out.
Yeah,
Drop
they're
out.
like, "Just don't do it." I'm like, I don't quit anything, sir. Not a quitter. But when I did swap, I didn't because I was meant to party.
Yeah. But my experience, I would say, was very different in Ireland. Like everyone over there had been drinking
Well,
from a teenage.
I do think like I never went. Which one of my girlfriends, her mom never wanted her to hang out with me in like high school because we were very open with our drinking. Like my mom's like, if you're gonna drink, then you're staying here. But we also like we drank moonshine and like tequila and whiskey and all the things. But there was never like a you can't do this. And I do think that made me not go crazy when I went to college. I did like to party still, but I was really smart about it. Like I never did like blackout draw. I never did any of that. I knew exactly where I was at all times. I would leave, not go home with like men. Like that's a joke. Ain't no guy getting this. So like I was really smart about it. And that friend of mine, she's still one of my best friends today. We ended up going to the same college when we first left, and we were like super excited about it. And even then her mom's like, you shouldn't hang out with her. And she was the first one that got pregnant. And I think it's really because she just got a dose of like she would get crazy drunk and party because her parents wouldn't let her. So I do think that's
interesting because we were brought up in similar, I guess, households because yes, my parents were strict in certain ways, but my dad, from being European, being an Irishman, alcohol was never like taboo in our household, or he always knew where we were. My mom was the stricter one. She was also a teacher in the area, so it was very much like it was a small area. Everyone knew each other, so keeping,
tabs up on you. Yes. Yeah. Well, my mom also was like, if don't ever drink and drive, if you go somewhere else and you don't want to be there, or you feel like you can't drive, call us. Do you know how many times I'm like, Leon's coming to get me? And they're like, you can't have her come. I'm like, yes, she is.
Campfire.
Like, I don't want to be here anymore, actually. So my mom's coming to get me.
The keg of beer, Dad, please come pick me up.
I would call my mom every time. I'm like, please come and get me. Wouldn't hesitate. She would come and get me every single time. So I do think like I was crazy and party, but I never went too far with it.
Yeah. No, you.
I know just the right amount.
Me too. For some reason, I'm surprised you do.
I am too. I am very surprised, actually.
Because you're wild.
I'm too wild. That's fun. Yes. It's all fun. You get one life, okay? Let's live it up, baby. You get one. You're only going to be this hot, this young. What?
Right now.
Like, where you are right now.
Well, no, I need you. I need to lose the 10 pounds and then we can come back to that.
Oh, like when I like wear my skimpy little bathing suits, I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like when I'm 80, I'm gonna be like, why the hell
Why
did I
didn't
not wear
I?
those long bikinis? I lived
Yes.
on the beach.
So
Live it
there's,
up.
do you follow Mel Robbins
Yeah.
and her let them theory?
Yep.
And I know someone, I can't even think of the person, someone else wrote a poem about this before Mel wrote the book, but it is that of just, you cannot live by everyone else's
Mm-mm.
rules and boundaries and regulations. And I'm like the worst for that because I am a rule follower and all. It's just,
Yes.
it's true. It's like, we only live once, and to be able to just do the dang things and to an extreme sometimes.
Yes. Like who cares? Do it. What were you just talking about?
This is the trouble with me. Like, you have so much energy all of the time. And we spoke about this before. I'm what is it called? An extrovert,
An
introvert.
extrovert, introvert. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like can go out and you're there for the event, but then once you go home, you like recluse and you're like, no one speak to me, no one come into my dark room. I need to decompress.
Yes, that is me. And a lot of people thought that was interesting that I am that, because I am.
That was wild for me to hear that.
Yeah, I love people and I love being out chatting and doing it, but I definitely I hit a limit where I'm like, okay, I now need like quiet time, rest. Even when I lived in London, one with housemates and all of that, I used to book myself a hotel room once a month because I just needed that quiet time to myself.
And May 28th is when I'm going to be in my quiet 24 hours, okay? So no one speak to me then.
And I just needed to like re-energize, and you just don't need that.
No, I
like
don't.
you're a Duracell bunny.
Yes. I don't need caffeine. I don't need drugs. I don't need literally I love just being I love loving people and just being around them. I need it all the time. I love it so much. Like when I'm by myself and I'm at the house, and if I
can't
don't
think
have
of
like
anything
Camden
better.
there and Jason's not there, I'm like, what am I gonna do?
Like that, just quiet, just lie
Is
down,
I just
read
take
a
that
book.
moment.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want to take that moment. I will if it's like at nighttime. So if it's like, if I work really late and then I'm like, oh, it's 9 o'clock, I'll get in, read some of my books or something like that. But if it's still like there's daylight outside,
I'm out.
there is.
I'm out doing my tequila.
There is some streets I need to be with a friend. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you out?
Where are you at?
What bar are you at?
By the way, oh, stop it. I meant to say, I was dying the other night when you came over and my mom was there. And you're over there
talking
about dicks. I was like, I've never said that word in front of my mother, my Italian,
Your mom
Irish
was going
Catholic.
back with me and talking so.
I know. I was like, I need to leave this room right now.
With your mom, because I was like with Diddy, I was like, and he came on her face, and your mom's like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I know, disgusting, right?
I was dying because we've never like had ever those conversations. Never even.
Very open family. Jason gets so weirded out sometimes when he's around my family because I don't know, I always say very inappropriate things.
It's so interesting to me because, my dad's side is Irish Catholic, but my mom's side is Italian Catholic. And so again, she grew up the same way as, how I've grown up, where it's like, you don't talk about those things. That stays in a bedroom. And so when you were saying all this stuff, I was just like, where do I look?
Where do I look? Just look at
And then she was asking, like, what is the Diddy trial? And I was like, oh, Lindsay has all the updates. I have not been able to.
So the newest and biggest thing, so it's still not it's not what I really want it to be, unfortunately. But, here I am, conspiracy theorist over here, theory. You know how Bieber is going all crazy right now? I think it's like trauma and everything is brought up. I think he's so scared about something's going to come up with him. He's going to have to go and testify. I think that he is acting out because he's scared and this trauma is in him. I really do think it's that.
It is weird that it's all of a sudden because he was, at the same time. Yeah.
But so one of the biggest things right now that they're all talking about is she just eased into it, his like alias names. And you could see the only time he
Who's alias?
did like his other names that he used at times. And he was like looking and shaking his head, and you could see like they said like that you could see the like shock and like oh fuck, like what am I gonna do next? That's what everyone in the courtroom was saying. And so then they went back and they looked, and these alias names was on these pill bottles and everything, like at these places. And when they raided the whole place, it's all of these drugs with these pill bottles in this alias names. But then all of these people that he, when you're a celebrity, you can call in and get all of these scripts, but they were putting them in his alias name. So like that's also like you cannot do that.
No.
And so, but like,
and also, so what charges is that? Like,
I don't know, but I'm sure there's all kinds. But now, if that's linked to this alias name, like what other things are linked to these two names that she gave? And she just like slowly put it in there. And they said like he looked up and was like shaking his head like, fuck no.
I think I saw something like people are predicting 20 years. I mean, but 20 years, what does that end up as?
Yeah, exactly. No, we want more.
Yes.
We want more. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I'm shocked if it is 20 years, but because if it's like sex trafficking.
Well, that's drugs. What they're like saying, unfortunately, that they can't find anything of anyone against their will because they're like, why didn't you call? Why didn't you say anything? And they're like, oh, I was just scared. I was nervous. But they like played into it. But they're like, they did it and they never said, like, did you say stop? Did you say no? And they're like, no.
Oh.
So
then it's very hard.
Yeah, it's so hard to do.
And they're not underage.
And they're not underage. So that's why all the underage kids and everything that he was doing, they're not. It's not. But another conspiracy theory also with it is, his son was rapping and saying like you went to the wrong house. Like this is a joke. You went to the wrong house, and so that's why some people are pissed because out of his 3 houses, they raided 2. Why didn't you raid the other one? And one of them, they owned the home beside it, and they didn't raid that one. And even his son was rapping like, haha, joke's on you. You didn't get nothing. Like you raided the wrong house.
That is wild.
So why didn't they raid it? Like, so, I don't know. Government conspiracy powers that be are like, so they're like, that's probably where all the for real stuff took like place at. And, like the Justin Bieber stuff, all of the things that they're saying, like he videoed these people doing this to have blackmail over all of these people. They're like, it's probably at that place.
Every day, 50 Cent. I honestly, the only updates I get are from you and 50 Cent, and 50 Cent is like on it with the humor. I'm like,
so much.
He's like,
love it. He's an icon.
Kiss, yes.
He is like my icon. Give me some money and I'm going to be that level of petty.
So we had someone write in to our email, which is a guy, which I was surprised because a lot of our Too Much crew are girls.
All the guys, if you're smart, you listen to us. Let me tell you what we think about.
But he was asking about dating etiquette because nowadays, well, I don't know if it's nowadays because in Europe, everyone splits the bill, but that has become a thing of like, what do you expect? So he was saying like he doesn't have tons of money to bring this girl out on a 5-star date.
I feel like I'm like the worst at this because I'm always like, I'm an independent female. I got it on my own. I can afford this. I can pay this. I'm like the worst when it comes to that. I do think at the beginning, if Jason was not, if he was like, oh, do you want to split this everything at the beginning? I'm like, I want to be with you. Like, take me somewhere small if you don't have the money for it. Like, don't go to the bougie places. Like,
if your first date was at a Chick-fil-A.
First off, do you picture me? Like, even if you mention getting fast food for me, we're not going to align. Okay. One of my friends that's in the streets now.
I love that. You make it sound like they're a prostitute.
They're in the streets. It's hard being in the streets dating now. The new thing that she said that she's doing and making the guys go on dessert dates with her
That's interesting.
because it's not expensive.
Yeah.
It won't be as long. She
Yeah.
can tell if she really wants to be there or not. And it's not like a whole meal that you have to go through. It's not just a little bit of coffee. It's desserts and a cocktail, and then you can see.
That's a really good idea. But then if we say that to this guy, will that girl feel gypped out of not a full-on dinner date?
I don't think so. He better have a good personality. Like, if you have a good personality, I think, like, hey, I also like little things. Like, I like adventure and different things. So I think if he was like, hey, let's do something different. Let's go and get a dessert at this place and then a cocktail at this place. And it was like an adventure.
Feel like here in the States, men pay for a lot compared to Europe. Like, when I was over there, like, splitting a bill was not.
I split everything now, and I'm like, please, actually, don't split it. Here's my card, but say no.
Don't take it. I'm going to offer it, but don't take it.
You know I'm an independent female now.
The two of us, though, are, I wouldn't say we're money hungry, but we like money, and we will do, both of us work our butts off, like, at different things. Like, everyone's like, oh, Julian, like, are you around this weekend? Will you go wash floors for whatever amount? I'm like, yeah, if I'm free and not doing anything, I would just not be making money. So I would go and do it.
No, absolutely.
So it never, I don't know. I just never, again, our fathers were very similar people. And we've always been working since we were younger. Did you have jobs throughout?
So my family was, if you played a sport, then you wouldn't have to. If you didn't play a sport, then you had to have a job and you paid for the water bill. So then it taught you, but also all of us played sports though. Yeah. But even so, we still had to, like, we were in the country, farm life. So like we still had to, like, really work and stuff. Yeah. And so then when out of college and when I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do any sports and I think I want to do this, my dad's like, and you're getting a job. And, that was cool, but it was fine. It was great because he still, like, helped pay for things.
What was your first job when that
happened?
My
first job was at Aeropostale.
What's that?
It's a clothing line that's, like, for teens.
That's Aeropostale.
Aeropostale. I've worked there, okay? Aeropostale.
I don't know. I feel like I always say things the wrong way.
Me and you both. I'm like Southernese. Cannot speak for anything. Aeropostale. We didn't.
I remember that brand.
When they walked in, we were like, welcome to Aeropostale.
Oh.
So unless it was like just a Southern, like,
maybe
we all just said it wrong.
Yeah. We gotta find out.
Yeah. And I remember, like, that job. I'm really good friends still with my manager. Her name's Katie. She's such a great human. But there would be times that I was so hungover, then only one time I didn't come in and I called and she's like, did you go and party? I was like, yes. She's like, oh, so you're not coming in because you're hungover? Yes. Like, I didn't lie. Like, yes. And she's like, that was not very smart, was it? I was like, no.
Won't happen again.
Be there at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Promise. And then, like, I called my dad because I felt so bad. Like, I'm just such a great worker that I even let myself do
down.
Yeah. And I, like, called my dad and he was, like, super, like, he went on his tangent. He's like, you have to know, like, when
responsibility.
Like, do not.
I do think because we have those personalities, because we're workers, like, we've never, for me, the bill etiquette has just never come up because it's like, okay, if you don't have the money, I'm happy to pay for it or pay for half. So I've never really thought of it as a, like, oh, they should be paying for me. And if they don't, then that's weird. Yeah. It just literally never crossed my mind. I don't even remember thinking growing up that in my head, but I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I moved when I was 18 that I didn't have that, but
yeah. And then my mom and dad, they had, like, one bank account, and that's also something that's, like, taboo. Like, most people in relationships, they don't, like, put all their finances together. And that was, like, my thing with Jason. Like, I love you and we're going to get married. And if you don't agree on, like, having a one finance, then I don't think this can be because, like, I saw it very successful and it makes a whole lot less arguments like that. Like, if it's in the bank account and it's there, then I can use it. Whether that's my money, your money, have what have you. But I do feel like a lot of people, even our friends, are like, why do you pay? I'm like, well, we split it, or
No,
I'm
we're
just
just
like,
very
I can
different.
pay it. Like, I don't mind paying.
But I do think with this guy, I mean, he's in his 20s, so he wants to,
I think it should be a fun adventure.
yeah.
Don't ask her to pay for half.
So what is your advice you're giving him?
No, you have to pay for it. The first one, don't ask her to pay.
Okay.
Like
But
later
don't
on.
don't try to stretch yourself.
But don't don't take it to a 5-star
Yeah.
thing. Like you can
Do a dessert.
You can do a dessert. Make a picnic. Like I'm
Yeah.
all about experiences. Like for me personally, but like I don't think it has to be a 5-star. Do dessert. Or do it now.
Get that dessert.
Get that
See what
dessert.
happens after.
But like make it cute, not like, oh, like don't be like shy about it. Just be like, hey, this would be like a fun thing. Let's go get a dessert.
And then brings her to the local ice cream shop.
Yeah.
Let's see how that
also,
goes.
Let's not do that either. We're not getting ice cream, okay?
Hey, that was my summer job growing up.
But can you imagine your first date? Okay? Like, oh yeah, let me see how you're gonna set that dick, girl. Do it. Lick that ice cream again.
My brain did not even go to that place.
Okay, well that's exactly where mine went. Okay, and I do feel like I think like a guy sometimes, for sure.
It's like, how's that ice cream?
How's that ice cream? Lick it again. Show me what date 3's gonna be like.